go. 20.
Watch the curl.
On first down, it's Bennett. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
On second down now, it's Bennett, and he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Gone. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. Bennett, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
On 3rd down, it's Bennett. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down L.A. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
180.
Yeah, let's get that ball, man. Let's get that ball right here.
On 2nd down, it's Bennett. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now Gone. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 19. You think back to the Super Bowl against New England, the Rams never even got into the red zone in that game, and now here they are in the red zone on their opening drive with a 1st down. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. The tackle is made by Adoree Jackson.
And that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. Now a give, right side. Bennett, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A great effort there. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Rams take it right down and score on the opening drive. The point after is good, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Haskins and the Redskins come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Hey, alert three.
Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. That'll be caught. It's Steven Sims. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
On 1st down, this is Geis, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey, you don't want to see me.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Haskins. They find some open field here. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Play action. It's gone. Flushed out right. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the 1st half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Geis with the carry on 2nd down. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Big Sears right here.
On 3rd and 1, it's Haskins. And he finds McLaurin. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
They go play action here on first down. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Samson Ebukam in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Looking to throw, Haskins. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He's got his running back, Darius Geis. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up 4th down. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt.
You ain't doing nothing today. Play 56.
Now a first down throw. Gone. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. You think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead. Not so fast. That pick six really changes the complexion. Probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now. Probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they can get their focus back.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They'll run on first down. It's Bennett. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. On second down now, it's Bennett. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
He goes to that. 180. Go, 12, let's go.
Alert 3.
Hey, orbit.
57's run. Night, sweetheart. 57.
Whirling.
A shotgun snap for gone. And he's got Bennett. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. On first down, Bennett. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Now a give right side. Bennett. And he goes out right around the 39. Well, we know he's an electric runner. Earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to bottle him up at different levels. That was your suggestion. Some mixed results.
Yeah, certainly, because we have seen him bottled up at times. We've seen him play him very well. We've also seen him pop the cork a few times and get out of there, haven't we?
We have indeed. DeAndre Hopkins, he's all alone. Touchdown, L.A. DeAndre Hopkins. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Throwing on 2nd and long. Haskins slings this deep from McLaurin into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Obama.
From the gun on 3rd down. Gone. Then he's got the completion to Hopkins. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. Goff now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's 1st down.
Hey, check Mike 33. Check Mike 33. You gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get this?
Out of the gun. Goff. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. There to make the tackle, Samson Abukum.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 46-yard line.
Don't get nervous now. We ain't
On 2nd and 9, Haskins able to find his running back, Geis. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 41-yard line. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. Now Haskins to throw it. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 30. Haskins now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11.
Unfortunately for you, you've been around me for a little while now, so you know me as well as anyone and how I look at a game. I don't ever advocate abandoning anything. But in this case, I'm going against my own thought process. You got to change it up. You got to start throwing it around a little.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off down at the 2. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
They'll run on first down. It's Bennett. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
3rd quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Hey, check my 33. Check my 33.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
From the 17, Goff. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Now it's Haskins. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. John Johnson with the INT. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back 1 pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now a play fake, and it's gone. Open man is Bull. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. On first down, it's Bennett. Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch the screen. You gonna take
2 for 66. Go.
Here's Goff. Got his man there. It's Wallace complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 38-yard line. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
64, weak.
They'll keep it on the ground. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. But that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now a give, right side. It's Bennett. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Goal. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. He's at the 30. 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded at the 8. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Let's go, D, let's go.
Ric Flair. Orange. Here we go.
Goff on first down. He finds Hopkins complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run on first down. It's Bennett. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
And indeed, they will keep it on the ground. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And oh, at the end of it, he's stripped. Ball comes loose, and the Redskins scoop it. And a cut to the right and some open field hit. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And can you believe this? A big mistake leads to a defensive touchdown, and they're a point away from tying this thing up. So they were down by a touchdown, probably just hoping the defense could hold them, maybe force the punt. Instead, they force the turnover and take it into the house.
Well, the plan was perfect. That's exactly what they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more than that. Big-time capitalization by taking the ball away and putting it in the end zone.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They need to get this around the 40 on the other side to get into field goal range. Look at the clock, a decent amount of time here in a tie game. What do?
No panic situation at all. They've got to get a couple of chunk plays, pick up nice bits of yardage.
Target the sidelines?
Target the sidelines because you want to get out of bounds and make sure that clock stops. Because if the clock stays running, that makes things that much tougher for you. It can always bleed out on you.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 45-yard line. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Goff now to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Check 99. Check 99. Check, check.
Let's go. 76. 76.
Now it's gone. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Eli Apple, good to the core there as he gets in and knocks it away. Incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Goff. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack.
My, oh my, they've had some success bringing him off the edge. How about the gambling man who's the defensive coordinator? He's not just bringing pressure. He's bringing a corner to go after the quarterback.
And it's worked twice now. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
This is taken at his 4. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. They'll keep it on the ground. Bennett. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
So many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Hoping to keep this OT drive alive. Now they face a 3rd and 2.
Bravo!
First throw in overtime for Goff. He's got his man. It's Kendrick Bourne.
Here we go. Here we go.
It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down LA. 2 minutes left in this overtime session and still all tied.
Cut! 180!
Check 56. Big stop. Check 31. Check 31.
Blue draw Corker. Hey, 76! 76!
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. The 20. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted, but how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for Los Angeles, the streak continues as they push their mark to a perfect 12-0 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Redskins, it's a loss that could wind up costing them a first-round bye as they dip to 9-3. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.